Welcome back, everybody. Well, I'm not exactly sure what's going on today. I got some appointments, I got to run to town, I got some miscellaneous things to do around here, and that's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. Well, we're getting down to the wire here. Ellie's graduating from Votech this Friday, and Cordell's getting married next week. We got to start getting some stuff done and organized so we can be gone for a few days, which it's all going to time out pretty good. We'll get some cattle to grass, cut down on the chores. First off, I got to go feed a little bit. I got a few cows locked up here. Then I have an appointment on the Zoomer, a Zoom meeting, doing some collab work. Hopefully, we'll see how that turns out. All right, let's go feed a bale. It's been like super windy, drying out, but I mean, we're not dry, but it kind of like to see a little moisture this time of year. It was like 90 degrees yesterday and the wind was blowing like 40, so we sucked some moisture. Here's the little calf that was born the day we sorted. This cow's good. She's not supposed to be in here. This is actually a super nice little cow. Perfect little height for me. Pretty nice little bag. She's 10, so she's a 500 number. So she's actually a 10-year-old cow. Looks really good. She's not supposed to be in here. And then the one that we treated had a calf. She's not supposed to be in here either. But the other ones are all old cows, possibly aborted. I think is open. Crazy. They're all gonna go to one pasture. The one halfway is to Aberdeen. So we will never see them again. They will go down there, have a calf. If they have a calf, those ones that are open will just fatten up. We'll sell them in August, put a few hundred pounds on them, and that'll be the end of this little pack. That one I'm a little concerned about. See her laying down there? She's kind of stifled up and's got a bad hip and she's old. I don't know, I'm afraid she might even die, but I'd like to get a calf out of her. We'll see what happens. This one we will keep if she has a calf, but she acted this winter like she was aborting. To me, she kind of looks like she's gonna have a calf. This one's lame. This one's prehistoric. There's one of Hebner's cows. She's a 10, but she's lost condition, or not really lost condition, but she's getting shelly. Her bag's falling apart. This one's prehistoric. It's hard to say how old that cow is. Closer to 15 than 10, I know that. This one I'm pretty sure is open. I got a little bit of confusion going on here because yesterday, crippled cow that we treated, she's gotten better, but her calf was on the wrong side of the fence, and now he's kind of fallen in love with that old crippled cow, which can't, this crazy girl. Okay, and watch out for the snakes. So what's happened is this calf is just monopolizing on this old cow's inability to kick, but she has no milk. So let's get this thing down there. Hey, Sparky, go load up. No, go load up. There we go. Now we got to get the right. We need to get them two separated. This isn't your calf. You haven't had a calf yet, cow. This is your. Oh, good gosh. So that's correct. Oh boy. She's eyeing me down over here. Is she gonna attack me from behind or what? So that's the right deal there. This old cow hasn't had a calf yet. She needs to go eat and drink. There, see, they're gonna start to figure it out now. And this calf is gonna start to like its regular mom because the old girl doesn't have no milk. Really need to get these guys away from the place and get them spread out, and I don't have to look at them. Because the only reason that didn't work is just because they got trapped on the wrong side of the fence for a night. That wouldn't happen out in a pasture. Wouldn't it be cool if I actually caught a gopher on camera for you guys? I got 5 traps set. Let's check it out. Nothing on this one. Give the heifers a bale, but the side wind is kind of like a bale processor. This one, this is probably the 5th time I've set this trap, and it snaps off, but I never catch anything. So we'll clean out this hole one more time. Well, not one more time. I'm gonna keep doing it until I'm either not coming out here anymore or we catch the little guy. Made this little tool, it's just a rod with a washer on the end. Now he's got her plugged. Try her again. Got a $20 wrench on there so I don't lose my $7 trap. See that hair right there? That's how close we were to getting one. Son of a gun. Well, I got one more trap in my yard here, and then the stripey. I caught one of those the other day. Zoom. Get him, Sparky. Ooh, she overshot. If we don't catch nothing here, then I guess we got to chalk it up as a loss for today. Oh, another stripey. Well, that's no good. Really catching the stripies, huh? Maybe they took over this run and pushed the gopher back down in there a ways. Okay, back to ranching. So, see that little calf right there? Zoom in right there. Is a twin, and she liked that calf first, the first day, and then the other calf was bellering around, and then she finally went and got that other calf and then started taking him with her. And now I see yesterday she left this guy alone all last night and today. So we probably should grab that calf, take it over by that cow. But let's go look at the corn. I had a guy comment, want to know how the corn was doing that we planted with the drill back in April. So we'll go take a look at that. So one of the main reasons why you don't want to plant corn with a drill is because of this. So you got a corn plant that came up here. He's doing good, but then I guess is the next one, because of the depth. That's why, you know, you want all your corn plants to come up all at the same time. You know, if you're really like a crop farming guy. There's one. Thought there should have been another one in between here, but here's one. There's one, here's one, here's one. So if that's all that came up, that'd be fine. That'd be pretty good. But my guess is there's another one waiting in the wings somewhere. There's one. Oh, there was one right there. I don't know. They're starting to come up. You can see them popping there. This was old Roundup Ready alfalfa field. So this alfalfa has been coming back and coming back for probably 5 years now since I've had alfalfa out here. Been sprayed many times and still keeps coming. So we'll see how this tons out. This is only 8 acres. It's kind of an experimental deal. We planted it pretty early. I think it'll be all right. We'll get her sprayed for broadleaf and then fertilize it. See what happens. If it gets up to close to tasseling, I'll probably cut it with a mower or with, you know, my disc vine and then wet bale it. If it looks like it's really raining good in the summer and it's going good and still got potential, then we'll chop it for silage. But if it looks like it's gonna gas out and got too thick or droughts out a little bit, we'll probably just bale it. This is also the time of year where I pick up junk as I'm out and about. Post must have got baled up in the round baler because it was out in the field where we feed. Shout out to $3,500 John Deere round balers for handling the tough terrain. Well, we'll go grab this calf and see where the mom is. I usually help this twin deal out for a few days and see if she'll take them. She's an old cow, so if she raises them, that'll be good. If she's open, I really don't care. Otherwise, we'll catch it and give it, you know, be a bottle calf, sell it. I found the little rascal right there in the trees. I don't want to jump him, but he lays his head down. He's hiding like a deer. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the other calf over to this calf and try to get the cow over here. Calf's probably 4 days old. Either we get lucky right away or we're gonna have a rodeo. He's alert. He's up. Mm. 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 Stop. He's a little weak. He's looking for his mommy. All right, we're gonna transport him. Hang tight, little buddy. That calf was the one she wanted first when she had him, and I was concerned about the other calf the first day, and now she's fell in love with the second calf. But I think she is going to let this one nurse, but she's looking for her other calf. I got to get them both together. There she goes. I know that one had first milk because I saw it together after it was born. Like I say, she liked that one first. Well, It worked for a while. She let him nurse for a little bit, but then she didn't like it. She keeps looking back. Her calf's over in those trees. She keeps looking over there. She knows her calf's over there. And she's been roughing this guy up. So I think we got to take him home and feed him a bottle. See where we go from there. Don't run away. Don't, Millie. Get him corralled in the garage for now. Come on in. There you go. Shut the door, Millie. Ooh. Mission impossible. Gotty. We're back in action here, I guess. We got the little guy in the garage. I only used a half of a scoop of milk, but I want to try to give him a full bottle of water because he's pretty dehydrated. So we'll try to get a lot of water in him with just a little bit of milk, and then we'll work him back up. Want to be friends? Try a little of this on your nose. Ooh, what do you think of that? What do you think of that?
You laying down? Oh boy.
One of the things, you see how I got my hand over his eye, and then the other eye was on my knee, so he can't see what's going on around him. So then he kind of forgets about us and goes to sucking. And then I don't let him, I kind of keep teasing him, you know. I don't let him drink. I make him want to come to me and keep stimulating that instinct to keep hunting and trying to survive, you know. I don't want him to just gorge on this. You got to make him work for it a little bit and get him all excited. You think about a cow or a calf when he's sucking his mom, his head is buried up in the flank there. Can't see nothing either, you know, so this is more natural to have them kind of have their heads tucked up in there versus in seeing what's going on. Plus you want that neck to be down, you want that head to be down. See people feeding bottle calves and they got the bottle way up in the air. You gotta want that thing bent like this. We're friends already, yay. Then you're gonna wanna get yourself a chair, right? Oh yeah, your powerhouse. All right, we better go grab a hut and bring it over here close to the garage for him. What's up, bud? He's a lot happier now after a full tummy. He drank the whole bottle, so that was good. So if you haven't been around the last few years, this is our little bottle calf hut. And I got a tarp I can throw over the top for shade. And then we just move it every 3-4 days. We'll just move it around the yard. We don't ever clean up after them then, and keeps the fly pressure off them pretty good. But I got to make a loop here. I want to park it over by the garage so I don't have to walk so much. She's kind of stuck down. Here we come now. Come on now, girl. Crank it. Crank it, girl. How's it going?
I don't think I'm pulling up here, bud.
Get it around there. It'll be good. Don't you run away from me. We're buddies now. Can you follow me? Come on. Not so much, huh?
I can no.
Can you lift him?
No, I can video you.
There's your new home. Got the tarp on here. This tarp was, see they've got the eyelets? It's a circle. So when you see those wind turbines going down the highway, they have a tarp in the end to keep the wind out. That's what this was from. There was a wind farm built, many years ago. And a friend of mine's sister had worked there at the office area, and they were done with the project. And there was pallet loads of things that they were just abandoning because they were done. The windmills were up and they were moving on. So we got a whole bunch of these. I'm not sure where they're all at. I think I used them all up, or not sure. But they're pretty thick, pretty versatile for a deal like this. Anyway, we gotta go feed some cows before it gets too hot. It's gonna get to like 93 today, so I'm gonna go feed them some silage for the day, and then we're gonna be done monkeying around. Weed eater mission. All right, let's put some fuel in this bad boy, and today's the day. We feed them every other day. We can go about that. Oh no, I thought I had it. That's unfortunate. So I staged some bales over here when we hauled them back from North Dakota, and I thought I'd have them here in case I'd be feeding cows across the road right there. But as it turns out, we never brought any cows back over here, so I just come over here and grab one at a time with the truck. It's only half a mile, but then these are the ones I want to mix up. First cutting alfalfa bale, the ones in the blue net wrap. So you get to see the arms in action, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So many words. I could bring the tractor and a trailer over here, but we only need to grab 1 or 2 a day for the next 5 days. It's probably not that big a deal to use the arm. So I'm gonna blow the radiator out. This is a little different. The fan's not sucking through the radiator, it's blowing it that way. So we actually gotta blow, so the fan blows that way. So we actually have to blow back through this way. But that's how I got it parked too. The wind is coming out of the south. So let's see what we can do. See what kind of dust we get out of here. Go grab another bale. Grab a refreshing drink here, courtesy of my Farm Sip Supreme 3D printed cup holder. Go check out his website. He makes about everything you could imagine for these old tractors and for your shop out of a 3D printing deal. So prices are pretty reasonable too. Go check him out, Farm Sip Supreme. I already fed you guys. This is where we could use a professional sassy pants for the gate. You guys don't like the wind either, do you? Find somewhere else to stand. We gotta run to town, gotta go to the bank. For some reason, those $250,000 checks I've been writing for those calves. I suppose I should talk to somebody about that. And then we need to go get some seed corn. Are you ready?
Sending out some merch. Get
Well, what
yourself
is
a
it?
hat. The hats are hot. I mean, cool, but they're hot. And coffee mugs are good.
There goes your order, Keith. Now we gotta get the new baby calf some fresh milk replacer, because What we gave him today was old. Guard cat. Milk replacer. I got my first bottle calf. Not yet, just your voice.
You got your voice in the background?
Lori doesn't want to be on camera, but we can. Well, we got some seed corn down here at Channel Seed, but it's the Twin Barn Ranch or Crow Creek, the Peters boys. So I'll get this up there and tucked away. Maybe we can get her planted tomorrow before the rain. The rain chances are going up. The amount is going up too, and hopefully the wind goes down. All right, let's get this corn unloaded. Get her tucked away for tomorrow, potentially, maybe. We'll see. Ooh, that's a full 25 pounds there, ladies, with ease. Well, I got this old trailer pulled out of the shed. This was actually Jim's trailer back in the day. And then when I took over his stuff and bought his equipment, then we bought this trailer. But I haven't used it. But I think I'm going to start using it for my fencing four-wheeler supplies and hauling my four-wheeler when I start doing some fencing this summer or whatever here when we get at it. But I think we need to jack her up. Show you a little trick on the wheel bearings. If they're not too bad, we can put a little 80-90 in there. I wonder if I shouldn't have went in the middle. Oh, we're gonna get her. You know what that noise is? I think is the brake. It's definitely the brake, not the wheel bearing. But anyway, this old grease in here is kind of old. I'm just gonna fill this cap full of 80-90, pop it on here. That 80-90 will migrate its way all the way to the back and loosen all that grease up. I actually have some Lucas hub oil, which is better than 80-90 because it's a little thicker and stickier. Let's just go ahead and fill the caps up. Quick fix. Last one. These are pretty full of grease, so they kind of spew out a little bit of the... That's not too bad. Sweet. Good as new. Good as old. Well, we're gonna try something probably dumb, but remember back, I ran over that thing with the telehandler, that pallet forks. Anyway, I shoved up my air conditioner line and I ended up wearing a hole in the air conditioner line, a rubber hose, and I found a fitting from a company that you can put in there. And what it does is it's got two special clamps on each side, but you need a tool, like a $250 tool, to hook these clamps up. But for my best guess is a 1-inch PEX fitting is super close. So it's either gonna work or not, basically, is what I'm saying. Anyways, let's go over to Jim's. We'll back that thing on the grass. We'll see if we can waste some time and hopefully get it to work. This heat and wind has just kind of sucked the life out of me. I can tell I'm coming off kind of depressed and not my happy self, and you'd be correct. Very miserable. It was 90 degrees today and the wind was blowing like 40. We are gonna get some rain. I know we are gonna get some rain, but this really is kind of abnormal. I mean, we get a couple of warm days, but I mean, to be in the 90s now 2 days in a row in May, first part of May, this is out of the ordinary. But then they're talking 60s and 40s here next week. Crazy stuff. We'll get through it. It definitely takes the snot out of you though out in the wind today. Well, I got a nice grassy area in the shade. Crawl underneath here and show you what I'm up against. So what happened is, when I backed over that pallet fork, it had shoved this, basically this chunk of iron here, and it shoved these two air conditioner hoses up to the point where they were rubbing on this drive shaft. And they rubbed enough on there that but they wore a hole in that big hose. I had to buy that splicer. Like I say, the clamps they sent me have a funny tool that I don't have, but I'm gonna try a PEX, 1-inch PEX. Hopefully that's good enough, or maybe even tighter than normal. Okay, I got the clamp worked back into the guide. Here's the guide that wants you to put the clamps right in these little divots, and it's pretty tight. I had a hard time getting it over the clamp and the hose, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to pinch it with the tool and see how tight we get her. I kind of got a feeling it might work, but we'll see here. Why am I struggling so much? This was supposed to be the easiest one. Oh yeah! That's tight. Whoa, you can't even see what you're doing. What are you guys even looking at? That might work. I had to squeeze her pretty hard to get it on there, and it's dented this hose really nice. So maybe stick a couple this one on and then we hook her together. It's only gonna get harder from here. I turned this one completely to the back, so it'll be opposite of the first one we did. I don't know, I'm kind of happy with that. I gotta try to get this air conditioner fluid in there now somehow. Pour it uphill, I guess. Well, I got her back together, but full disclosure, I just been kind of laying underneath here for the last 10 minutes, just kind of chilling, thinking. The trouble I have now is to get these clips over top of that guide. One's got to go here, and then one's got to go over where the indent is on the over here. But you got to push them over top of that guide, and they barely fit over the high part. And I can't manipulate it like I did the first one because it's all hooked together, of course. So that's what I'll be doing. Well, we got her all cinched down there, bud. So I'm gonna zip tie all this stuff down together, try to keep it away from that drive shaft. Ooh, little dry rot on the old zip ties there, bud. Well, we won't know. I'm gonna have to drive that thing into town and take it to the auto shop there at Holland's, and they will have to hook it up to their AC vacuum charger deal, and then they'll pull a vacuum on it and hold that for, I don't know, quite a while, to make sure there's no leaks, and like they call it, like to boil out the moisture maybe, you know, that's been in that system now because it's been open. But anyway, then they'll charge it up, hopefully. If there's no leak, we'll be back to AC. We'll grab the feeder wagon and feed, but I might let you guys go. Dane's itching to get this video edited. This puppy's gonna be fresh off the press because today's Monday. You're gonna see this tomorrow. Take a look at these fats. I got some butcher dates this early fall, so a couple bottle calves from 2 years ago, fall calf, and a couple of spring calves. Coming to a plate near you soon. So this is the field we're gonna plant corn tomorrow, and I was seeing how hard it was. You know, this has rye, and in spots it's pretty good. It's coming back, but then there's big bald patches out here. Anyway, I was shutting this gate. I'll show you something. Finally got nature on our side. See that claw right there, boys? There's a dead pocket gopher. And my guess is there's been a chicken hawk sitting up here that caught this thing and's been eating it up here. So yeah, that's good. One less pocket gopher for me to try not to catch with my trap line that I can't run worth a crap. Oh, folks, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go feed a load of them heifers, call her a day, have a burger on the grill. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.